Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of welcome all of you to this conference. First of all, I'd like to for starting the conference 17 minutes late. I'm sure you will forgive us. We have invited you here to some allegations this placed other ministers in Ghana. I would like the president to personally respond to these allegations, and that is why we have invited the media, and that is why we have the senior staff of the National Catholic Secretariat here with us. Without wasting no more time, may I kindly ask the President, Most Reverend Philip Naameh, Metropolitan Archbishop of Tamale and President Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference, to tell us why you have been invited. Thank you.
Good morning to you all. Dear friends, friends of the media, my attention has been drawn to a publication purportedly coming from CNN last week. The said publication with the headline, "Ghana risks becoming Muslim majority country if LGBTQ is allowed." This was by My News GH, also found its way to other media outlets, including Ghana Web. In the said interview, I'm alleged to have said that Ghana risks becoming a Muslim country if LGBTQIA is allowed in the country. I wish to state categorically and for the avoidance of doubt that the statement attributed to me are false and do not in any way reflect the actual content of the conversation, which has to do with the Church's support for the bill. The position of the Catholic Church on LGBTQIA+, which I have stated in several interviews with the media, including upfront on Joy News, and in an interview with City FM last week, has remained the same, that such practices are against not only Christian values, but Muslim and traditional values as well. It is also important to add that for the past 44 years that I've been a priest, I have always promoted peaceful coexistence, religious tolerance, and harmony among all people. In addition, I have the feeling that they only sought to cause disaffection for me and break the front of the formidable coalition behind the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill. It is in the light of the above that I call on all peace-loving Ghanaians and all people of goodwill to disregard with contempt the fabrications and distortions which are intended to distract our collective quest to make sure the bill is passed. Indeed, all these years, the Catholic Bishops' Conference has insisted on mutual collaboration between Christians, Muslims, and all other faith-based organizations in the country for peaceful coexistence and for the common good. I wish to thank all of you, media men and women, for responding to our invitation for this press conference. Long live the National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values. Thank you very much for coming.
So we thank the president of the conference, Most Reverend Philip Naameh, who is also the Metropolitan Archbishop of Tamale, for responding to the allegation as we read in the news last week. It is now time for us to take some questions from you, media men and women. So if you have any question, you can just come here and ask your question, and the team will respond accordingly. Thank you. Kindly identify yourself, and then you can ask your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Godwin, Depsocom Accra, Radio Angelos. My question is, my Lord Bishop, in your press conference, you said this was purported from CNN, but I want to know if you had any interview with CNN. Thank you.
No. We will take at least 3 questions before we will respond. Thank you. Any other? Any other? Okay. So, Secretary General, you can respond, please.
I will respond on his behalf. Yes, it is true he had an interview with CNN, and we were present. I was also present in that interview and 2 weeks ago. And what the president has stated is what actually we stand by. We were present.
Radio Angelus, are you satisfied? Thank you. So, if there is no question, we would like to thank you for coming, and we will bring our press conference. Sorry, somebody just raised their hand.
Hello, good morning. My name is Jeffrey from Joy News. I want to find out whether you would have a recording of the full interview you have with CNN, so that maybe the media itself can also listen, and then we know exactly what you said. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll respond to this. When the journalists who passed here on the 1st of October said they wanted to find out what the church's stance is so far as the bill is concerned, they came at a time that the president actually just passed through the office and was leaving. And so they said, since he was leaving, they would want to talk to him briefly. This they did, with the promise that they will send the link to the publication or the video as soon as they get back. I have been in touch with them since this publication came out. If they can share this with us, I've still not received any response from them yet. That is why we haven't given you the video to support this.
Just to add, maybe after this press conference, if we happen to get the information, we will still let you have it. Or if you have it, then you can also let us have it.
I was about to close, but there is a last and a third hand. Kelvin, come and ask your question.
Thank you very much. I'm Kelvin from Newswatch Ghana. I want to know what exactly transpired. What question did they ask that would lead to this purported report? Thank you.
Since I think that what the president has stated in the press conference, what he has stated, is exactly what happened. He didn't say anything like that. And it's just, I think it's a calculated attempt just to draw a wedge between the coalition on who are really working very hard to ensure that this bill is passed. Yeah.
It's okay. The question has to do with why it is only the Christians that were pushing for the bill to be passed. And so in response, he said, it's not only Christians, but the traditional leaders, because they are the custodians of our values, and so they are in full support. And also the Muslims are in full support of this bill. So for them to make it look like it's only Christians that are pushing for this bill, it is not correct. This was his response. Thank you. Okay, so we are very grateful for your presence here. I have copies of the press statement for you, which I will give to you as soon as we are done. So the media people, you would have to wait for me so that I can bring the press statement to you. Thank you. Shall we please rise as the president takes leave of us?
Radio Angelus. Be Catholic, be Christ.